So I asked God tonight, what do you want me to sing? Do you want me to write a song? And he said, Psalm 77. The last time he told me to write a song using Psalm 77 was my Exodus song, number 412, about God leading the people through the waters. And it goes something like, You led your people like a flock by the hand of Moses through the waters, through the waters. That one's prophetic, for sure. This one, I believe it is too. Using the first part of Psalm 77, it's very dark. The psalmist was in a very, very dark place. And I read it through one time. I didn't have a sense for what words I was going to use because you don't use all the words. I used some of the words. And I asked my son to sit down and close his eyes and see if he could picture what this song is about just by the melody that I had, because I got a melody right away for it. Right when I read it, I got a melody for it. Just using the melody and hearing the chords. So this is what I played for him. And right away he said, it sounds like it should be the soundtrack song at the end of a zombie movie. All your friends are dead and you just got bit. And you're sitting there watching the sun come up, knowing that your time is up. And he said that. I was like, you know what? I think the psalmist, when he wrote Psalm 77, was in a very similar place. Similar place. I don't know if anybody's going to appreciate this, but I think funny things sometimes. And I think the movie is World War Z. It's the Brad Pitt movie when he goes to check on the virus that's like devastating the world. And he's like barely escaping the virus as it's like taken over the lands. And there's this one scene where Jerusalem is like this fortified city, and so far the virus hasn't broken through, right? And then all of a sudden the people, the zombies, they figure out how to get past the wall, and they start climbing on top of each other and making like a human ladder up the wall. And then they start just falling over the wall, and like Jerusalem's done. Jerusalem's just done. And we know that the Revelation is a spiritual book. And it's just always been something like I throw around as a joke between me and the Lord. Like, what if that's something like what John saw? Like a movie to depict what is coming soon. Not that that's what happened, but the book's a spiritual book. And I've had visions. I've had visions, just like John had visions. I've had visions. Many of you have. And what we see is hard to explain. You explain it the best you can, but you can't explain heavenly things with an earthly language. Well, anyway. So just something I've always kind of thought was kind of funny. What if the things John was saying were like from movies, you know? just Just a funny thought I've had, not a serious one, not doctrine, but just a funny thought. So here's the song. Hear me, Father, hear my voice. This day of trouble, I seek my Lord. It's overwhelming, I cannot speak. Will you cast me off forever? Then I considered the days of old, the years of ancient times gone by, and I remember the songs I sang every time my God did provide. 'Cause with his mighty arm he redeems his people. 'Cause with his mighty arm he redeems his children Israel. Hear me, Father, hear my voice. This day of trouble, I seek my Lord. It's overwhelming, I cannot speak. Will you cast me off forever? Then I considered the days of old, the years of ancient times gone by, and I remember the songs I sang every time my God did provide. 'Cause with his mighty arm he redeems his people. 'Cause with his mighty arms he redeems his children Israel. 'Cause with his mighty arms he redeems his people. 'Cause with his mighty arms he redeems his children Israel. All right, so this was song number 473, and it was 61 songs ago that I wrote the first Psalm 77 song, song number 412. So I'm going to read to you Isaiah 61. Part of it. The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to preach good tidings to the poor. He has set me to heal the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to those who are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn, to console those who mourn in Zion, to give them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they may be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he may be glorified. So I know I always talk after my songs, but I've got nothing for you today except to say In the day of trouble, call upon the name of the Lord and you will be saved. Call upon the name of the Lord and you will be saved. God bless you.